Hello everyone, we meet again. The Mobile Legends team is unleashing a hero on the battlefield this week. The ultimate sniper, Lesley.
Sniper ready. Give me a target.
Lesley is an excellent sniper who can use her long-range sniper rifle and stealth skills to help her team gain a huge advantage in early stages of the game. She can use her stealthy camouflage to get the jump on unsuspecting enemies, her sniper rifle to rack up damage, and then finally let rip her super long-range ultimate to finish them off. This elusive marksman is set to bring an all-new gaming experience in the Land of Dawn. Lethal shot.
Shoot.
If Lesley doesn't take damage for a certain period of time, the range and damage of her basic attack will be increased. Using skills immediately resets this passive. Try your best to avoid taking damage and use her extreme long-range attacks to wear down enemies. First skill, Lesley enters the camouflage state, gaining increased movement speed. Dealing or receiving damage will break the stealth effect, and when the stealth breaks, she'll receive a damage boost. Enemies can detect Lesley's camouflage through distortions in their surroundings. Combine stealth with her passive's increased crit damage to launch a devastating opening on your enemies. Second skill, Lesley throws a tactical grenade forwards that explodes in a fan-shaped area, knocking enemies back. At the same time, Lesley jumps back slightly. This skill should be used to increase your survivability. Try saving it for when you need to escape. Third skill, Lesley abandons her senses and captures all enemy movement in an area using her mind. She can then fire deadly bullets at her target, which can be blocked by other enemy heroes. Use this skill to finish off enemies with low HP and be sure to keep a safe distance. If an enemy approaches while you're in the process of aiming, you can use Lesley's second skill to escape and fire off a deadly bullet, meaning you can protect yourself and kill enemies at the same time. In terms of equipment selection, we advise you to try the following 3 sets of recommended equipment. For new players, we strongly suggest using the first set of recommended equipment. The first item of this set is Endless Battle, due to its balanced properties and synergy with Lesley's first skill. And then we have Magic Shoes to reduce skill cooldowns. After this, take Blade of the Seven Seas to greatly reduce the physical damage of your targets and further improve your damage. And Berserker's Fury also works well with Lesley's passive skill. Then go for Blade of Despair to substantially increase your physical attack. Finally, Immortality grants you some defense, while allowing you to make mistakes and still escape with your life. This set provides high burst damage potential in the early game, but take note that when her skills are cooling down, Lesley's basic attack damage is quite weak. When it comes to emblem selection, we recommend that you use the common physical set with its balanced attributes that are useful in any situation. The custom assassin set provides more physical penetration and cooldown reduction, and with armor reduction gear, it can provide Lesley with high damage in the early to mid game. When choosing battle spells, you should consider taking Inspire to make up for Lesley's lack of sustained damage. And Sprint also works well with Lesley's first skill. And that's our new hero Lesley in a nutshell. Available for 599 diamonds or 32,000 battle points with a 30% discount on her first week of launch. Grab her now and get sniping.
To bring you a new hero this week. It's the Steel Sweetheart Jawhead. Jawhead is a genetically engineered robot developed by Mr. and Mrs. Henry, parents of little Ellie. He has powerful arms that can throw anyone far into the distance and is equipped with the state-of-the-art missiles that will automatically attack nearby targets consistently, making him a nightmare to take on 1 versus 1. All in all, Jawhead is a sustained damage solo fighter who can use enemy units as weapons by throwing them. Passive. Each time you deal damage to a target, you inflict it with a stack of confirmation, which can stack up to 10 times. Each stack increases Jawhead's damage dealt to the target by 8%. Jawhead's passive is what makes him a good solo fighter, as his passive can lead to very high damage when the stacks build up and you can unleash his first skill. First skill, places body-mounted missiles into launch states for a while, randomly launching multiple attacks on surrounding targets. Each missile deals physical damage. This is Jawhead's core damage skill. If all missiles hit a single target, it can cause tons of damage. Pay attention to the battlefield's environment when using this skill, as it can deal damage beyond your imagination when pursuing a single enemy. Second skill. Tap to enter the throwing state, increase movement speed and grant a damage absorbing shield. Then tap it again to throw a nearby target to a specific location. Throwing an enemy deals physical damage and stuns the target and enemies where the target lands. Jawhead's throw prioritizes heroes, and teammates can also be thrown, but they will not take damage. This skill can generate a lot of interesting opportunities, allowing you to throw an enemy to your team for them to swiftly annihilate. Or you can try throwing a Kai into an enemy formation. We are sure you will find a million of ways to utilize this unique skill. Ultimate locks onto an enemy hero and charges into them, stunning them briefly while knocking back nearby enemies. Jawhead's ultimate deals physical damage to all affected enemy targets. This ultimate is good in both one-on-one and team fights. With the second skill, acceleration and throwing effect, your target will simply be unable to escape after using your ultimate. In solo situations, this ultimate can help you to easily maximize your first skill's damage. In terms of equipment selection, we advise you to try the following 3 sets of recommended equipment. As Jawhead is a hero who relies on close combat to excel, we highly recommend using the first set, as it provides good defensive attributes and increases survivability, giving him more time to deal damage. When it comes to emblem selection, we recommend that you use the common physical set. As for the battlefield skills, Petrify is recommended. As a melee hero, Jawhead can maximize Petrify's utility and provide your team with greater odds for victory in team fights. So this is our new hero, Jawhead, picking up for 599 diamonds or for 32,000 battle points with the 30% diamond discount in his first week of launch.
Mobile Legends team is back with a new hero this week. Everyone's favorite bunny love, Angela. Angela was developed by the brilliant Dr. Baker as Peace Android Prototype 1, with the aim of spreading love throughout the world, and is the first artificial autonomous being to have been developed without the use of a human body or soul. Her curative energy heals her allies while dealing damage to her enemies, and she can also protect her allies from anywhere on the battlefield. All in all, this cute android makes for an awesome support hero. Passive skill. Each time Angela uses a skill, her movement speed increases for a few seconds. This acceleration effect will also be applied to her attached ally. First skill. Launches love energy in the designated direction, dealing damage to enemies while healing allies. In addition, this skill also adds a stack of Lover's Mark to the enemy, increasing Angela's skill damage against the marked target. Try to keep this effect on your enemies, and in late game team fights you can heal your allies while dealing great damage to your foes. Second skill. Launching a puppet string at a specified target, inflicting them with a gradually increasing slow effect. If the target is still connected to the string after a certain period of time, they will be immobilized and take damage. The damage of this skill is greatly enhanced by Lover's Mark, and when combined with enough Lover's Mark stacks, the damage dealt when immobilizing the enemy is comparable to that of a mage. Ultimate. Angela gathers energy to generate a damage-absorbing shield for a friendly target. Shortly after this, she will become attached to that friendly target. While attached, she can use all of her skills without consuming mana and is instantly granted 3 charges of love waves. Angela cannot be damaged or controlled when attached, so feel free to jump into battle and unleash your skills to help your team win. By the way, this skill can target allies from anywhere on the map and works via an all-new hero avatar selection method. If you use this skill again, or if the friendly target dies, Angela will detach from her ally. When it comes to items, we recommend the following 3 equipment sets. As Angela is a support hero, we strongly recommend using the first set, which boosts her defense, damage, and healing potential. In the early game, an enchanted talisman can provide very high cooldown reduction and mana regeneration. Concentrated energy can strengthen her healing ability and survivability, and Dominance Eyes and Oracle are great defensive duo, while also helping you reach maximum cooldown reduction. By this point, you'll be a highly resilient, damage-dealing healing machine. For your last choice, you can grab a Courage Bulwark or Immortality. Courage Bulwark is superb in team fights and can often lead to unexpected results. When choosing emblems, we recommend you use the support emblem set for obvious reasons. As for battle skills, we recommend you use Flicker to make up for Angela's low survivability. So that's our new hero, Angela. Pick up this angelic android for 499 diamonds or 24,000 battle points with a 30% discount in her first week of launch.
Hey there, it's us again. The Mobile Legends team is back to bring you another new hero this week, the Holy Blade Gossen.
The perfect combination of might and magic.
Gossen was born into a powerful family of mages, but from a young age he became fascinated with imbuing weapons with magical energy and using magic to unlock his own physical potential. He can control multiple sharp daggers at once to attack his enemies, and all who fall prey to his blades have little chance of escaping. What's even more frightening is when he uses magic to heighten his own ability, enabling him to control even more daggers and rendering his enemies utterly helpless. With the ability to refresh his skill cooldowns and chase down any enemy, Gossen is one burst damage magical assassin that you don't want to mess with. First skill. Throws a dagger into a specific direction, dealing magical damage to the first target hit. Use this skill again to appear behind the target and deal magical damage with the follow-up attack. This is a strong chase skill as it has a very long range, and Gossen just needs to land it in order to appear directly behind his target. The enemy simply won't be able to escape his Breathless Pursuit. Second skill. Throws 5 daggers forward, each dealing magical damage and slowing enemies hit. After a short while, you can tap this skill again to recover your daggers, each causing magical damage to enemies hit as they return. This powerful damage skill, as both throwing and recalling daggers, will deal damage. You can combine these skills with Sword Spike to ensure that all your daggers hit the target and deal devastating damage. Ultimate dashes to designated location, immediately refreshing Sword Spike and Shadow Blade Slaughter cooldowns. This skill can be used again after a brief pause to dash a short distance in a specified direction. After being reset, Gossen will be able to immediately throw 5 daggers with Shadow Blade Slaughter and recover 10. The ability to reset his cooldowns allows Gossen to launch 2 waves of deadly attacks, and this ultimate has the bonus effect of granting Shadow Blade Slaughter extra daggers when recovering the 5 you threw out. At the same time, this ultimate grants 2 dashes which can be used in a variety of ways, such as for attacking or escaping. Combined with Sword Spike and Shadow Blade Slaughter, his ultimate allows Gossen to perform various combos that leave his enemies dazed and confused. Passive skill. Each spell cast adds rune to Gossen's dagger. After stacking 3 runes, the next basic attack will deal additional damage equal to 15% of target's missing HP, and restores HP equal to 80% of the damage dealt. As this passive effect is based on the target's missing HP, it is best to use it as a killing blow. When you and the enemy are both low on HP, seeing your basic attack deals so much extra damage while healing, you will plunge them into despair. In terms of equipment selection, we recommend using the following 3 item sets, and Gossen is a magical assassin, we strongly recommend going for the third one. This set can greatly enhance Gossen's jungling speed, helping him to gain an early level advantage. Start ganking as soon as possible to shut down the enemy team fast. As for emblems, we recommend using the standard mage set. When it comes to battle spell selection, we recommend using Retribution as it's the most suitable battle spell for junglers. And those are the basics of the new hero Gossen. Add him to your roster for 599 diamonds and 32,000 battle points. And as always, you will receive a 30% discount if you purchase him within the first week of launch.
Sekian video kita hari ini. Jika kalian punya pendapat tentang video barusan, jangan ragu untuk tinggalkan komen di bawah. Pastikan juga untuk klik tombol like dan subscribe channel kita untuk video-video update selanjutnya.